Whoa, whoa, WrestleMania. How is everybody doing? It's your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. Let me know if you like the new camera shot, by the way. I thought we'd go a little closer today. It is WrestleMania, after all. And bear with me. I was hype yesterday for my NXT predictions. Go check those out if you haven't seen them already. But the voice is definitely starting to go. And it figures. Fun fact, I really messed my back up the Royal Rumble weekend, so why not things go somewhat down that hole again for WrestleMania weekend? Bottom line, though, it's going to be an enjoyable time. Good show or bad show, as long as you have at least one other person to watch with, discuss, criticize, enjoy, however you enjoy wrestling. So let's start with the WrestleMania predictions today. As of course we have night 1 being tonight and night 2 being tomorrow, and a reminder on scheduling, I am very much hoping that tomorrow I am going to be able to get my NXT result and review video out, as well as WrestleMania night 1. And then of course Monday, hopefully I can get the result and review video out for night 2 of WrestleMania. Also, just fun fact, for my predictions on SmackDown, that's already passed. I was wrong about the Battle Royal, and I'm kind of surprised I didn't see it coming. I guess I didn't really give it a serious enough look, or Madcap Moss was not on the first poster that I saw of the entrance for the Battle Royal, because it looked like there were a few added that I don't remember seeing on the poster. I could be wrong, but Madcap Moss ended up winning it, and it was sort of a surprise. Not sure what this means for WrestleMania, considering how the Battle Royal doesn't really seem to have any big storyline of any kind anymore that's at least noticeable on TV. On the other hand, though, Ricochet retaining the championship was a pleasure to see. Match was good, and I loved the finish. The 630 into the Codebreaker, aka Recoil. Hot stuff. Hall of Fame was also great, too. Love the Undertaker shtick. And I'm so glad he mentioned the Take-A-Rooney. Oh, what could have been. But now, back to the video. Let's do it. WrestleMania. Here we go. Now, we're going to be kicking things in order of the Cultaholic prediction video because, of course, big fans, shout out to Cultaholic. If you are not a subscriber, go and join them. I've got the sheet right here, and I'm looking forward to running it down just the same way they did. First off, I want to say the easiest match to predict of the whole weekend. Maybe I'm wrong. Depends who you ask. The Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios. I am going with The Miz and Logan Paul. It seems like Logan Paul is going to be staying around for a bit. In reality, I pretty much dislike him just because most of the world seems to dislike him. I don't know him personally. I have not followed anything he's done personally. So hopefully he puts on a good performance at WrestleMania with The Miz. I know we say this all the time now, but are we finally going to do the Ray Dominic feud after this? Maybe. Depends if they win, obviously, but I am thinking Miz and Logan Paul will be winning this. I think it's screamingly obvious. It would work well for Miz too. He got downplayed by Bad Bunny this year, last year, pardon me, and this year he gets to run up with a celebrity, Logan Paul. Good end of the deal for him. Moving on, Drew McIntyre, Happy Corbin. Originally when I realized where this was going, I really thought the end game might be Corbin cheating to win, but now I'm not so sure because they really love teasing the Madcap split from Corbin with the jokes and whatnot. Could be a ruse, obviously, but at the same time, I'm done with this feud, and Drew should just beat him in 6 seconds. I would love to see a quick Claymore, 1, 2, 3, done. Move on with our lives, please. Next, Usos versus the Boogs Crews, Boogs and Nakamura for the Tag Team Championship. SmackDown, obviously. Not sure. This one could go either way. I'm gonna stay safe with this one and go for the Usos. I don't think Nakamura and Boogs are the one to take it, but if they do, fair play, because I can't really think of anybody else, but I just don't feel like the Usos are losing their titles this soon. Moving on. Okay, this one, could have done so much more with this. The New Day, Xavier Woods, King Woods back in our presence. Very good to see. And Kofi Kingston taking on Sheamus and Rich Holland, who, oh boy, I could go into a long rant about why I don't like him. Going back to NXT when he almost dropped Gargano on his head. And I gave the warnings to why this man should not be around in WWE, and now see what happened to Big E. I'm sorry. I'm very negative on the situation. I'm going to stop. But Sheamus and Rich Holland taking on New Day's Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. I have to go with the New Day. I don't care about this match in general. I just want to see New Day destroy Holland and get some payback. Of course, we got Pete Dunne on the outside, aka Butch, because everybody loved that name change. And that will probably go into some kind of issue with the finish. But I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, if he interferes, it will cause a disqualification and New Day will win, and then they'll just get beaten down to close the segment. Because this is just a SmackDown match on WrestleMania. Just being honest. Next up, we have got, the Seth Rollins situation. You guys have probably heard the rumors and other opinions. I'm going to level with you mine. I see this going two ways. Cody Rhodes is probably going to be there, but I really hope he isn't. I really hope he won't show up. I hope the rumors are true about him backing out last second. And Seth Rollins fights Shane McMahon at WrestleMania and beats Shane McMahon at WrestleMania. If they were to do that, I would pick Seth Rollins to win and get some good comeuppance. Unless another way this goes is Shane comes out, the crowd boos, Seth beats him quick, and then Cody comes out, because I'm thinking this is going to have a little bit more than we think it's going to, whether it's for the good and the bad. So bottom line, I do have Seth Rollins winning if it is anyone else but Cody. Cody comes out. Guess I'll pick Cody then, won't I? It would be pretty funny if he came out just to lose. But hey, stranger things have happened, right? Sting lost at WrestleMania. I love that. AJ Styles lost his first WrestleMania. I love that. See, here's the thing. If it works for me, then I'm not going to regret thinking about it like a lot of other fans have done. So, yeah, pretty much my thoughts. Cody comes back, he wins. Anyone else? Seth Rollins is winning. Let's move on. All right. The Women's Championship match. First, let's do the Raws. Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch. A lot of people thought this was going to be the end game after SummerSlam, and a lot of people were right. It's a bit iffy how we got here, but I am hoping that either this will be good, because they had their real match at Extreme Rules last year, and I remember it being very boring. No disrespect intended, but it was slow and didn't do much for me. So if it gets to be a match, let's hope it gets that WrestleMania intensity that Sasha and Bianca had last year, because I know these two can do it. But if it's a squash, oh boy, it better be Bianca Belair winning, which is why I do have Bianca Belair to win this match and win the championship back. I just can't see Becky finding a way to walk out of WrestleMania with this one. And even though Bianca won last year, this is owed long term. So, Bianca. Now, Charlotte and Ronda. If you recall, I was correct in Ronda Rousey returning to win the Royal Rumble. Give myself a little pat on the back for that one. Now we get to her championship match, and it's not with Becky Lynch. Bit of a surprise, honestly. I just don't know about this one. There is something screwy about this that makes me think Charlotte Flair will tap out Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. Does that sound right? Maybe not in a lot of your eyes and ears, but it is Charlotte Flair, and as boring as her title reign has been lately, there is something nagging me on the side with this one. I'm going for Ronda, though. Let's make it clear. I am picking Ronda Rousey to win. But, there is something. There is something. Although I do have Becky Lynch losing, don't I? So, if Ronda loses, her and Becky would have no championships. Oh, this is a pan. This is a pan. All right, I can't believe I'm doing this. I don't do this too often, but it's starting to become a thing. I'm going to change it. I think I changed it with Madcap and McIntyre at the Elimination Chamber show, and it paid off. I am going to pick Charlotte. There is just something eating at the back of my head that tells me Charlotte Flair is beating Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. I don't know if that means Ronda's going away or if she's staying, but something's not right, and I'm picking Charlotte to win. So, Bianca to win the championship, Charlotte to retain. I know that sounds weird, but hey, I make some weird predictions. Now, let's cap off night one with the Kevin Owens Stone Cold situation. I'm going to make this quick and easy. I think Austin will be having a match with Kevin Owens, either to close night one, or we announce it at the end of night one and it goes to night two. And obviously, I would have Stone Cold winning that. I don't know how serious of a match it's going to be, but I think we're going to get something. So that's my prediction with those two. Okay, night two. Let's go. The Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Tag Team Championships. A lot of the time when this was going on, I thought Sasha and Naomi had it in the bag, but now I really start to think about Sasha's losing streak at WrestleMania and how this could be ended in a much better way, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm not sure why that stopped. Anyway, I do think that Sasha Banks is going to be losing. They gotta end this something more creative, emotional, long-term. As much as they should win, let's be honest, we know that WWE doesn't really care about those tag team belts on the women's division. So, no. And I was gonna pick Rhea and Liv, but something's eating me away at that too. I'm thinking that WWE really don't care about this in general enough to even give a good winner. I'm picking Zelina and Carmella to retain. That is a risk. Yes, it is. But there's just something about this one that's eating me away, thinking that, again, WWE don't care. And we did so much debacle last year to get challengers for Nia and Shayna at the time, and they just ended up winning. So, I know it sounds weird, but Carmella and Zelina to win is my prediction for this match. I said there'd be some weird ones, didn't I? Speaking of weird ones, Johnny Knoxville, Sami Zayn, anything goes. Oh boy, Sami, you should have just kept this one straight up, but couldn't. This is going to be a wacky match. I'm actually really excited to how creative the Jackass stuff is going to be for this, because I am a fan, and I look forward to some nonsense. So I am picking Knoxville to win, and hopefully it gets even more ridiculous as it goes on. Maybe even it ends up going to the back. There is potential for this. A lot of potential for this. And it's not like Sami got nothing out of it. Didn't he eliminate Knoxville from the Rumble? So, something. But I don't think he's getting it here. I think Knoxville's going to win, and things are just going to keep getting even weirder. I'm hoping Knoxville stays around, but maybe not after WrestleMania. And speaking of celebrities, because honestly, just so much, Pat McAfee. Really looking forward to him wrestling again against Austin Theory. This is another one of the hard ones, though. I have no idea where this is going to go and if McMahon is going to do anything or not. I like the rumor and idea of him special guest reffing it, because the plans were originally him going to have a match at WrestleMania anyway. But I am going to go with Austin Theory. As nice as it would be to see McAfee get the revenge he needs, this just is screaming heel win, and I like McAfee where he is doing the announcing. So, yeah, gonna stick with Austin Theory on this one. Okay, let's keep it going, though. I think we only got 4 left. Triple threat for the Raw Tag Team Championships, RK Bro, Street Profits, Alpha Academy. Originally, I was thinking Street Profits, but now I just love what RK Bro's still doing. I think they're gonna have a in sync RKO spot at WrestleMania and retain their belts. And if they're going to break up, it could be the Raw after. You never know. But I don't think they're losing the titles at WrestleMania. I don't think the breakup will be happening at WrestleMania. So, fair play to RK Bro. I have them retaining the titles. All right. Edge Styles. We're finally getting this. And it's going to be good, right? Like, I am excited for this one. This is definitely one of the meetings I'm most excited for at WrestleMania. And even though Edge's new character isn't really hitting me in the right places, I'll be honest, it's a swing and a miss for me so far. But maybe that'll change at WrestleMania. But who's going to win? Oh, I've dwelled on this for a bit. And if I'm being honest, I'd prefer it to be AJ, but I don't think it's going to be AJ. I think Edge is going to win. This will be his WrestleMania moment. Maybe his last win before he inevitably retires again. And Probably he'll cheat, but never say never. We'll see what we get, and I'm looking forward to it in great detail. Speaking of things to look forward to, Omos Lashley. We're actually getting this, and we already did the knock him down off his feet spot on Raw. So what does that mean for Mania? I'd love to see Lashley win, but I don't think he's going to. I don't know who's gonna pin or submit Omos if we ever get there, but I don't think it's gonna be Lashley. I think Omos will inevitably get him up for that silly choke slam and pin him. Hopefully not with the foot on the chest, like a real pin, because it's Bobby Lashley, for goodness sake. I'm just happy he made it back in time for WrestleMania. So Omos to win that. Main event, Roman Brock, who's winning? Oh, it could be either or. It depends on a lot of things, like how long Brock wants to do this at the moment. Pardon me. And what the Rock situation's going to be. Is he finally going to come back and do something for next year's WrestleMania? Maybe, but I'm picking Roman Reigns. Brock's not the guy who should end this. And I don't know how this is going to be compared to the previous matches, because the go-home promos were nothing like last year's main event. Roman was just annoyed during his, and Brock could not take anything seriously. So, I don't know. Let's just hope it's a fun time. And my predictions are out. Let's run them down one more time for you guys. I have Miz and Logan Paul. I have Drew McIntyre. I have the Usos, the New Day. I have Rollins winning unless it's Cody who comes to challenge him. Bianca, Charlotte, Austin Owens turning into a match. Carmella and Zelina Vega. Okay, bear with me here. Johnny Knoxville, Austin Theory, RK Bro, Edge, Omos, Roman Reigns. That's the short version. Enjoy the show, guys. Let me know what you're looking forward to, and I'll see you for the results and review for both NXT and WrestleMania Night 1 tomorrow, if all goes well. It's been a heck of a weekend so far. Thankfully, current events and things have not ruined it for us as far as we know, unlike the last two, some way, shape, or form. So, keep the thumbs up. Keep it real.